Buying a pregnancy test at age 47 was not in my plans. I was one and done 10 years ago when the young woman stocking shelves at Walgreens noticed me frowning and hovering indecisively in the feminine products aisle. She stepped up to ask if there was something she could help me find. I choked. Where are the tampons? I asked, as she pointed at the enormous array of pink and blue boxes that lined the shelves not 3 feet from where I stood. She gave me an odd look before wandering away. Why couldn't I say the words pregnancy test to someone I didn't know and would never meet again? Was it fear of judgment that this 20-something woman would think me too old to have a baby? The truth was avoidance. I avoided the situation successfully for 3 weeks. Traveling for business the first week, I attributed the delay with my period to stress. At work, where I typically manage projects in an even and organized manner, everything seemed to be out of control and out of focus. The second week, I didn't feel well and sidelined by a migraine. Memories of my first pregnancy bubbled up. Didn't I have a migraine right before finding out I was pregnant? I'd taken medication for it, and we were so worried afterwards about the potential side effects. How would the drug impact the baby? How could I not know I was pregnant? How else had I screwed up my first pregnancy in only a few short weeks? Resting in our dark and quiet bedroom that afternoon, attempting to stave off the headache, I spilled the fact that I was 2 weeks late to my husband, Shannon. "Do you want to have another baby?" he asked, more calmly than I expected, given the life-changing possibility. Quickly, I reminded him that the doctor said I was perimenopausal, that pregnancy was a remote possibility at my age, and that we'd been very careful with birth control at the time. He nodded at my torrent of explanation, never circling back to that original question. By week 3, the avoidance was ridiculous. My body felt different, my mind was sharper, and I was eating a lot, as in an entire package of Oreos in one sitting. Something was up. My husband, still unruffled about the situation, asked if I had bought a pregnancy test, reminding me I'm my own worst enemy. Avoidance is second nature to me. I dodge my expense reports at work until it's critical. I refuse to call our neighbors about a fence that we're installing on the joint property line. I run from calls with the insurance agent about the front bumper of our recently wrecked car. Small situations become bigger problems because I didn't deal with it in the moment. A baby is not a small situation. I bought the pregnancy test, and it sat on the bathroom counter unopened for 2 days. Could we handle another baby? There were 60-year-old women having babies today, but this was me. I would be 48 by the time the child was born and 69 before they graduated from college. I didn't have the energy to clean my house, let alone clean up after a baby. Not to mention, our first baby was an active 10-year-old boy. How would he feel to have a new baby brother or sister? A sister. A baby girl. When I closed my eyes, I saw pink and green bedroom walls covered with sweet painted daisies and little white dresses with bows. I wondered if I'd be skilled enough with a paintbrush to stencil butterflies on the nursery wall. Weird hormonal thoughts for a tomboy like me. Friends and family told me how different it was to have a girl rather than a boy. Would I find out now? Taking the test and balancing the stick on the white bathroom pedestal, I walked away and washed the dishes in the bathroom sink, in the kitchen sink. That was classic. The test only takes 2 minutes, but I waited 45. As I walked back into the bathroom, I could see the results from 3 feet away. Negative. 1 pink line, not 2. While relieved about the result, I cried. Not just cried, but let out these gut-wrenching sobs as I sat on the edge of my bed, realizing there would be no sweet baby girl this time, no second chance to be a better mother, no soft cheeks to kiss goodnight in that pink butterfly bedroom. The pain of losing something I never had and never knew I wanted subsided slowly, and soon my tears turned selfish. If I wasn't pregnant, I was fat and menopausal. Which was a whole nother level of depressing altogether. I guess I would start to deal with those feelings tomorrow. After all, I'm really good at avoidance.